Pitbull barks at Babysitter, so Mom hides a camera in the living room. Lisa had always believed that her 4-year-old Pitbull, Rocky, was a loyal and loving companion. From the very beginning, he had been by her side and had quickly bonded with her 2-year-old daughter, Emma. But lately his behavior had changed. Every time Anna, the babysitter, entered the house, Rocky tensed up. He would let out a low growl, position himself protectively in front of Emma, and watch Anna's every move with unwavering eyes. At first, Lisa dismissed it as just a phase, but as his behavior grew more intense, she started to worry. One afternoon, as Lisa left the house, she heard Rocky barking persistently at the door. That was unusual. He normally calmed down after a short while. Later that night, Anna mentioned that Rocky barely left Emma's side all day and wouldn't stop watching her. A sense of unease settled in Lisa's chest. She knew her dog. If he was acting this way, something had to be wrong. But what? She tried to push the thought away, but an unsettling feeling lingered. A few days later, the situation escalated. Lisa was saying goodbye to Emma and Anna when Rocky suddenly positioned himself between them. He barked loudly and bared his teeth, something Lisa had never seen him do before. Anna stepped back, clearly startled, and tried to calm the dog with a nervous smile, but Rocky remained rigid and alert. Lisa grabbed his leash and pulled him away, apologizing to Anna before rushing out of the house. But as she sat in her car, her heart pounded in her chest. What if Rocky was trying to tell her something? Lisa knew she had to get to the bottom of this. She couldn't let paranoia control her. But she also couldn't ignore the possibility that her daughter was in danger. That night, an idea struck her. She would install a hidden camera in the living room. She needed to see what was happening when she wasn't home. And maybe, just maybe, Rocky was trying to give her an answer. Lisa spends the night ordering a tiny hidden camera online. She chooses a discreet model that can be easily concealed, ensuring no one will suspect a thing. The next morning, she carefully secures the camera and makes sure it's recording before going about her usual routine. As she says goodbye to Emma and Anna, she takes one last look at Rocky. His behavior remains unchanged. He lets out a low growl, his eyes locked onto Anna with deep suspicion. Lisa hesitates as she closes the door behind her, a sense of dread settling in her stomach. That evening, as she reviews the footage, her breath catches in her throat. At first, everything seems normal, until Anna's demeanor shifts the moment she is alone with Emma. Her expression darkens, her patience thins. She picks Emma up roughly, her voice sharp and cutting, while the little girl looks frightened. But then Lisa sees something that makes her blood run cold. Anna grabs Emma by the arms and shakes her forcefully as the child begins to cry. Rocky immediately leaps between them, barking loudly, trying to shield Emma from harm. But instead of calming down, Anna angrily shoves the dog away and yells at him. Lisa is in shock. Her whole body trembles as she replays the scene over and over. Her loyal dog had sensed the danger all along, yet she had ignored his warnings. Tears well up in her eyes as she realizes what her child has endured. Without hesitation, she grabs her phone. She has to act. Now. Lisa can't tear her eyes away from the footage. With each passing moment, her heart grows heavier. She watches as Anna repeatedly handles Emma roughly, shaking the crying child, yelling at her, and ignoring her desperate sobs. Rocky, the loyal pit bull, intervenes every time, positioning himself between Emma and Anna, growling and barking in an attempt to protect the little girl. But Anna seems unfazed by the dog's warnings, pushing him away multiple times. Lisa's mind races. How long has this been going on? How many times has her daughter been afraid while she was away? Then, the situation on the recording suddenly escalates. Clearly frustrated by Rocky's constant interference, Anna grabs an object, a wooden spoon from the kitchen, and raises it ready to strike the dog. But before she can land the blow, Rocky reacts. He lunges forward, snapping at Anna's arm, not in aggression, but as a warning, as if to say, "Enough." Anna screams in shock and stumbles backward, clearly frightened. Lisa holds her breath. In that moment, it becomes painfully clear. Rocky hadn't just been protecting Emma. He had possibly saved her from something far worse. Anger surges through Lisa as she pauses the video. Her hands tremble as she reaches for her phone. She cannot ignore this. She will call the police, and she will make sure Anna never comes near her daughter again. As she dials the number, her gaze shifts to Rocky, who sits quietly beside her, his big, loyal eyes watching her. Lisa kneels down and wraps her arms tightly around him. "Thank you, big guy," she whispers, her voice breaking. "I should have listened to you." Lisa immediately hands the video footage over to the police. Within hours, Anna is arrested and held accountable for her actions. The news spreads quickly, shocking many who had no idea what had been happening behind closed doors. Emma is still too young to fully understand, but she senses her mother's relief. In the following days, Lisa becomes even more attentive to her daughter, while Rocky never leaves her side. He has proven that he is more than just a pet. He is a protector, a family member, a true hero. Rocky's bravery does not go unnoticed. A local news station picks up the story, and soon it goes viral. People from around the world are touched by the loyal Pitbull who saved his little best friend from danger. Lisa receives an outpouring of support from animal lovers and parents alike, many of whom admit that they once had misconceptions about pit bulls. Seeing Rocky's devotion changes their perspective. He is showered with endless belly rubs, treats, and even receives a special recognition from the city's animal welfare organization. Despite the traumatic experience, Lisa now feels safer than ever, all thanks to Rocky. She has learned to trust the instincts of her faithful companion, knowing that true heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they have 4 legs and a heart full of love. Emma grows up under the watchful eyes of both her mother and her protector, and her bond with Rocky becomes even stronger. One evening, as Lisa watches her daughter sleep peacefully, she glances at Rocky, lying beside Emma's bed, keeping watch as always. "Without you, I never would have known," she whispers, running her hand gently over his head. "You are our guardian angel." This story reminds us how important it is to trust the instincts of our animals. Sometimes they sense things we cannot see. Rocky has proven that real heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes they have fur and a heart full of courage. Thank you for watching until the end. If this story touched you, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss more incredible and inspiring stories. Turn on the notification bell to stay updated whenever we upload a new video. We look forward to seeing you again. Until next time.